Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we've got your daily reading here for Thursday, February the 27th of 2025. Welcome to New Moon Day. We've got a new moon in Pisces today. Pisces energy, of course, is very creative, very spiritual, very insightful and empathetic energy. Pisces also does rule our 12th house in astrology, so even though there's a new moon, typically indicating new beginnings, new things, there can also be an energy of letting things go. So be sure to watch my new moon in Pisces video. It is linked down below. I talk about the energies surrounding this lunation and also go into where it may affect your sign the most. So watch your sun, moon, and rising. Everything's in one video and all linked and time stamped there for you guys. So we do have a little bit of dreamy energy today. Some of you might be feeling maybe a little bit emotional. Normally a new moon is a little bit more peaceful. And this one is as well, a couple little hiccups here and there. But because it is Pisces energy, Pisces does, really tap into your emotions. So you might have some heightened sensitivities today and some heightened awareness about things. It's just your intuition may just be like, you're bang on with paying attention to it. Our intuition's always right, but sometimes we just ignore it or we brush it aside. So this can be certainly a day, especially in the next few days, where you just know about something. You just know there's something going to happen. You know how something's going to go, or you just have this deep inner knowing about what to do about something. So really pay attention to that and also pay attention to your dreams. We've got the Lovers card at the back of the deck here. So partnerships are very much highlighted for you. Now, I will say, for some of you, if you are single looking for love, this Pisces new moon can really kickstart something in your love life. So get yourself out there and, go online dating, whatever works for you, whatever you're drawn to, because the Lovers card is, of course, soulmate energy. So you can really attract, deep connections to you at this time. But the Lovers card also does highlight partnerships of all kinds. So this can be where some of your partnerships are a little bit under examination, under a microscope right now. There could also be some underlying influence to your day, probably over the next few days or so, with that being a major energy. There's just something there about maybe you're assessing, evaluating partnerships in your life. This can be, of course, romantic, but it can also be friendships, business partnerships, right? Anyone who you do have that connection with, even family ships of some kind, because the Lovers card does speak to matters of the heart and choices from the heart. Okay, but it is in the upright. So, this can certainly be where you're resolving or have the potential to resolve some differences somewhere. Or you might be looking for that something a little bit new. You might meet a new friend out of the blue. We can get surprises when the card is at the back of the deck there. This also does speak to balance and harmony in you, and what kind of choices do you need to make? What decisions do you make to help you restore a little bit of healthy equilibrium in your life, in your world? We've got the 10 of Cups coming out here for you. Loving the 10 of Cups. Nice and cozy, nice and comfortable. The High Priestess, there's your intuition coming out there right in the middle. And we've got the 3 of Swords. So like I said already, the new moon, while it does indicate new things, with Pisces being the 12th house energy, 12th house is, of course, the last sign of the last house within the astral wheel. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. We're preparing to go into an astrological new year later in March when we welcome in Aries season. So this can be where you might be really making some important decisions. There can be some healing that's coming in. So again, we can restore some good equilibrium, some nice cozy vibes there with that 10 of Cups within relationships, right? So, but you might be making some important decisions. Am I happy with who I'm partnered up with, right? It could be something to do with your job, right? We put our heart and soul into our jobs sometimes. So you could be looking at a new beginning there. There's something you want to create, right? This creative energy with the Pisces energy. This could be where, you may have had some sort of disappointments in a partnership in your life. And now you're trying to figure out, is this Am I happy or am I not happy, right? 10 of Cups, 3 of Swords, okay? And, you're really making some important decisions with the High Priestess there and the Lover's card. So this can just be where, you're kind of trying to decide if there's something, worth saving or maybe something worth starting. This can, of course, bring in healing energy, right? You're choosing to look at the bright side, 10 of Cups, and letting past hurts and wounds heal and releasing those, letting go of those things. So, whatever your situation is, we're kind of weighing up our options here. I mean, the 10 of Cups is certainly a warm and cozy energy. It's one, where we might be cuddling up by the fire, cozy under a rug, and cuddling with our pets or our significant others, watching TV or just talking. Matters of the heart, and maybe we're discussing what is wrong, but we've got a positive outlook on those, on those things. But the High Priestess here is, yes, your intuition, but the High Priestess also speaks to your inner wisdom and reminds you that often, most times, actually, our true answers lie within. We don't necessarily have to go external for advice or information, because deep inside us is where we know what we need to do. So the High Priestess always reminds you that the wisdom that you seek is within you, and you need to trust yourself to make the right choices, the right decisions for yourself. Your gut instincts, your intuition, right? We don't necessarily need to overanalyze things with our brain necessarily, right? It's our emotions and, it's the lessons that we've learned or the insights that we have gained. So whatever your situation is, whatever you've got going on, the answers lie within you. So with the 10 of Cups here, it's going to be a great day to spend some time at home. And maybe you are feeling kind of down or lost, right? That 3 of Swords can be, it can be a heartbreak card, right? But it's one of disappointments. It's one of, a little bit of sadness. We got the blues with this one. But it's important opportunity to connect with our heart space and to welcome in some healing energy or heal something that is not quite right. So for some of you here, again, this can be a little bit of an emotional day. Okay, so find that quiet space, do some meditation. Our new moon is at its height very late in the day today. And so spilling into tomorrow, it just depends on what time zone that you're in is when that's going to be really at its height. So over the next 24 hours for sure is, really where we're going to feel some of this energy the most. All right. But the 10 of Cups, the High Priestess, beautiful cards, right? The 3 of Swords, not so nice, right? But again, we have an opportunity to fix something, okay? Or you take comfort with the people or your surroundings around you. The 10 of Cups is a beautiful card. It's optimistic energy, it's happiness, it's joy. It's appreciating and giving thanks and gratitude for all of those wonderful things that you do have in your life. And so again, the new moon energy, it can help us cleanse and purge, and it can help us focus, especially Pisces, what makes me happy? Where do I have that happiness in my life? Even if you've got some things right now that aren't going the way that you want them to go. 3 of Swords, they're causing you all kinds of grief. All right. When we focus on gratitude, 10 of Cups, when we focus on gratitude, we focus on the things that fill our heart and souls with warmth and joy. Maybe it's one of your children. Maybe it's a creative project that you've built. Maybe it's just some small accomplishments in your life. Whatever it happens to be, focus on those things and you will get more of those things. It sounds simple, and it is, because we don't need to overcomplicate that. All right. But be willing to open your heart there a little bit and address some things that aren't going well or haven't been going well. Can you heal them? Can you fix them? Can you restore balance and harmony? Can you get things back on track? If not, then maybe some of you are making a little bit of a decision, and we often quite do make those decisions internally before we verbalize them externally. We've got the 5 of Wands in reverse in your blessings position. So this is really wonderful. The 5 of Wands, of course, in the upright can certainly bring, some drama, some excitement, some conflict, some competition, some people butting heads. And so with the 5 of Wands in reverse, it can be an alleviation of those things, and it's in your blessings position as well. So we can resolve conflicts. We can find healing. We can find a better, calmer way to deal with things, people, situations around us today. And that's what we need to focus on. Remember, Pisces energy is typically fairly calm and peaceful. And so where do you need to find peace today? Internally, externally, with a person, with a situation, right? Whatever that looks like to you, find your peace or find a way to resolve something that isn't coming from attack mode. Okay, this is a good time to do that because we've got Venus going retrograde in Aries on the 1st. Okay, so just in a couple of days. So use this energy of the new moon to smooth some waters, or to resolve some issues, because we have the huge potential for things to get very fiery and very out of hand once Venus goes into Aries. It's warrior mode, right? We've got the Seven of Cups in reverse as your advice from Spirit. Let go of fear. Let go of fear. Make a choice. Connect with your heart space. Get out of your head and into your heart. And this is where we can figure something out. The Seven of Cups in the upright is typically, typically when we've got a lot of options, but we tend to procrastinate because sometimes we have so many options that we're confused. We feel overwhelmed. Sometimes we have we're living in a little bit of a fantasy land and we're not, coming into reality, right? It's like we live out our best life in our head. And we don't want to get stuck there. It's great to have imagination. It's great to have daydreams. It's good even to have a fantasy, right? But, is this something you can turn into reality? And if so, why haven't you? Sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's doubt, sometimes it's confusion. And fear, of course, lives in our head. It's a fear of tomorrow. It's a fear of change, right? But right here, right now, are you afraid? Are you anxious? And so when we get this Seven of Cups in reverse, this is Spirit encouraging you to let go of fear. The Three of Swords can come up with some fears. This is what I want, or this is what I want to talk about, or this is a decision I need to make, but I'm procrastinating because I'm afraid of the outcome. Right. And sometimes, we have these fears that just build up in our head. And right here, right now, there is no fear, right? Because you know what's going on right now. You know what's going on in your present moment. So believe in your power to make your choices today, to do what is right today in this moment, right? Your instincts, your intuition with your high priestess, right? It's not something you need to reach for or grasp, right? It's not something you need to learn. We're born with it. We've got it. Okay. So that Seven of Cups, I feel that for some of you, if something's been lingering here, and it could certainly be something in your workplace, it could be something with your home, whatever it happens to be, even if it's something within you, maybe you just don't see where you're going for your future. And so we do need to take that step back, find a quiet space, connect with our comfort, right? What do you find comfort in? What do you take comfort in? Where do you meditate? Where do you connect with your heart space? Where do you feel that you can just be truly and uniquely you? Find that comfort area, and then just kind of close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Quiet your mind. For some of you, it's sitting on a park bench outside. For some of you, it's sitting in front of your fireplace, cuddling with your pet. Whatever it is, right? That's when we connect with that heart space and we just allow some energies to flow. Our fears dissipate in that energy. So what do you want to do? Because this new moon is a great time to set intentions and to decide what you truly want. What direction do you want? What path do you want something to take? And then turn it into reality. We do have an influence of Saturn as well. And Saturn says it's time to turn your dreams into goals. Write down some intentions. Write down, what is the first step that you need to do to achieve a goal? Big or small, doesn't matter, right? Is it a conversation? Great. What do you need to do? Right? Is it what kind of dreams or fantasies do you have right here? Because you can turn these into reality, but we need to let go of the fear and the doubt. And we just need to get started. Quite often, just like the Fool card, right? Take that leap of faith, jump right in, and be open to whatever happens, whatever direction. Because when we start to take those steps, then this is where things kind of end up snowballing, right? One step leads into two, leads into three, and we keep on going. So this is a great opportunity to turn some dream, some fantasy, something that you've been imagining into reality. So we just need to believe in ourselves, stay positive, and start somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. Okay, I hope there was something here for you. Good luck in this new moon energy. It is really quite lovely. So at the very least, just find, 5, 10, 15 minutes just to connect with your energy, allow something to flow, because you could really be getting some deep, deep insights right now, especially with that high priestess showing up there, reminding you, remember the high priestess is connected with the moon, open and receptive, very spiritual. Okay. And this is the energy flowing to you. Anyways, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.